Hey everybody, Jennifer McCulloch with Century 21 High Desert. I hope you're having an awesome day. I wanted to just give you my monthly market update and kind of let you know what's been going on. I just did Bonneville County this month. I know sometimes I do. I think last month I added in Jefferson and Bingham, but this month I just have the numbers for Bonneville. So this is just single family properties, includes townhomes, manufactured homes, that kind of thing. But this doesn't include any kind of land sales or investment properties, which would be like a duplex or fourplex or something like that, and no commercials. So this is just single family homes, which includes townhomes, condos, and manufactured properties as well as included in this. So total on the market right now, we have 290 active properties. And of those, the average time on the market has been 64 days. So not too bad. That's actually really, really low inventory. The median price point, so just for everything that's on the market, the median price is about 466,000, and 20% of that inventory is brand new homes, which interestingly, also the median price point for brand new construction is about 527,000. So right now that leaves us with like 2 months of inventory. It's not there's just not a lot. There's not a lot on the market. So in the past 30 days, we've had 123 properties that have sold, with an average of 46 days on the market. And the median price point is 423,000. And again, interestingly, 20% of those were new construction homes that sold. So it's so interesting to me right now to see the movement in the market. I mean, things are obviously selling. It's just buyers don't have tons of options to choose from. 2 months of inventory is not very much, guys. It's pretty low. And unfortunately, what that means is I know a lot of people are just kind of waiting, is the market going to crash? Is the bottom going to fall out? Or prices going to decline? Well, our prices have declined significantly if you compare from this time last year, especially from 2021, the prices have gone down substantially. But as far as seeing that bottom of the market, I think we're there. I mean, honestly, this is it. Because we have such low inventory, what's going to happen is even if the interest rates take a nosedive, which would be fantastic, even if that happened, well, now we're going to see an influx of offers on properties. It's going to drive the prices back up. So my recommendation to anybody out there looking, I know that the interest rates are super volatile right now and it can be really overwhelming and frustrating. But my recommendation is if you find that home that you love and works for you, jump on it, because that same property, down the road when the rates do drop is probably going to cost you more money at that time. And at least then you would have the opportunity to do a refinance and lower that interest rate. But keep in mind too, there's so many different loan programs. So just, I work with some really incredible lenders. They're so all amazing and have different products. But there's a lot to be offered, a lot of things that you can get creative with out there that would make your payments a little more affordable. But just keep in mind, like, no matter which lender you're working with, if you're doing any kind of Idaho housing type loan, I mean, those rates, they are what they are. They're going to be the same across the board. So just, do your research. Make sure you work with a lender that you feel comfortable with. Don't just look at the interest rate, because they're so volatile. You could call one person today and they're going to quote you a rate for today for a certain loan product. You could call somebody else tomorrow and you're going to get a different answer based on the market that day. I mean, it's just that like crazy. So Find somebody that you're comfortable working with and you feel you can trust and you feel good with. There's just a lot of incredible lenders out there right now. So, what else did I want to tell you? I was going to talk a little bit about investment properties. So actually in Bonneville County right now, anything that's like a duplex, triplex, fourplex, multiplex, there's only like 10 available in the property on the market currently. And in the last 60 days, we had five properties that actually closed. So a little slower movement there. Also not a lot on the market in terms of that either. I think a lot of people are still investing in single family homes as well as rentals, which is always a great way to go, especially if you can find one that maybe is a little bit of a fixer-upper. You have opportunity to create a little more equity in it in the long run. And keep in mind, I mean, rentals are definitely the long game for sure. So in talking about the market and just where you're at right now, and if you're wondering, should I buy? Is this a good time to sell? It's such a personal choice. If you're waiting to try to time the market, it just never works. I don't think anybody has a crystal ball where they can go 100%. I'm going to time the market just perfectly. That would be fabulous, but sometimes it does work out and that's great. But I would just say, the time that is right to buy or sell is the time that's right for you. It's when you feel good about it. It makes sense for you. It's a very personal choice. So I just, if I can answer questions or be a resource, I'm happy to help. I feel like knowledge is power. And like I tell people all the time, let me do like a market analysis for you and just let's talk about what the value of your property is, or let's talk about what you need to do to buy a home right now. Because that's going to be different for everybody. And the more information you have, the better decisions, the better choices that you can make. And I was, when it comes to thinking about what's going on in the world and in your own life, I was listening to, he's a former NFL player and turned motivational speaker, but his name's Trent Shelton. And I think that's it. Yeah, Trent Shelton. And he talks about how perspective is either your power or your prison. No matter what it is in your life, what's going on in the world, your reaction, your thoughts about it, all comes down to perspective. And so asking yourself those questions, is my perspective currently becoming my prison? Is it my own personal prison? Or is it putting me in my power? And the choice is really yours. And sometimes, perspective is that amazing that you can literally change it. How beautiful is that? We can change our perspective. And I encourage you to just think about that. I'm going to I'll include the link he's got just like a quick 1.5 minute video or something about that. And I'll include it for you. But I thought that was really cool. And, he also talks about how rejection is your redirection. And I love that as well because, it is frustrating. I've had buyers who had a goal in mind and maybe a property or an idea that they had been dreaming about. And then for whatever reason, we couldn't move forward with that, whether their offer didn't get accepted or they couldn't qualify for a certain program or, the affordability changed. It is frustrating. And so, but just to keep in mind that rejection is redirection. It's going to redirect you, and we just have to change that mindset a little bit and go, okay, well, what can we do, or what can we work towards? What goals can we put into place to change that? I feel like there's always a different perspective that we can take. So anyway, I'm always here as a resource for you. I appreciate all of your trust and your service and your business. And let me know if you have any questions. I'm always happy to help. Have a great day.